Seniors, eat this before bed to repair your eyes and vision. During sleep, I thought it was my glasses, but it was my nights. That's what Harold told me. 72 years old, retired carpenter, sharp mind, but struggling to read his morning paper. He'd upgraded his lenses twice in 3 years, spent money on better lighting, and even bought a magnifying glass he swore he'd never use. Still, every morning his vision felt weaker. The words blurred, the headlines swam, and by lunchtime, his eyes were aching. If you're a senior, you already know, vision changes don't just happen during the day, they happen at night, while you sleep. That's the shocking truth most people don't hear. Your eyes are living tissue. They repair, restore, and rebuild during deep rest. But if your body doesn't have the right fuel before bed, that repair simply doesn't happen. And here's the scary part. Without that nightly repair, your eyes begin to age faster than the rest of you. Dryness, blurriness, poor night vision, even the early signs of cataracts or macular degeneration can creep in without you noticing. But tonight, you could change that. Because what you eat before bed doesn't just fill your stomach. It decides whether your eyes get the tools they need to rebuild while you sleep. Now, you've probably heard of vitamin A, lutein, or omega-3s. And yes, they're important. But here's the problem. Most seniors get them at the wrong time of day, and the body uses them for energy, not repair. That's why this one specific food, taken in the evening, works differently. And no, it's not a pill, not a powder, not an exotic berry shipped from halfway across the world. It's simple, affordable, and you've probably walked past it 100 times without knowing it could help your vision while you sleep. But before I reveal it, I want you to understand why timing is everything. See, your eyes have their own night crew. This crew turns on when you're in deep sleep, working to replenish the tear film, repair the retina, and flush out oxidative waste from the day's light exposure. But here's the catch. This repair crew can't clock in without the right materials. No raw materials, no repairs. And if you've ever wondered why your eyes feel dry, gritty, or strained in the morning, it's not just age. It's your night crew showing up to work with empty hands. Harold didn't believe me at first. He said, "Doc, if it was that easy, why didn't my optometrist tell me?" And I told him, eye doctors are great at detecting damage, but they don't always get trained in nutrition timing. That's where the difference lies. 3 nights after starting this, Harold woke up and noticed something odd. He could read the clock across the room without squinting. Within a week, he wasn't reaching for his magnifier in the morning. The food Harold ate? Carrots. Yes, plain, humble carrots. Not some exotic powder with a fancy label. Not a supplement that costs $50 a month. But before you say, "Doc, I've eaten carrots my whole life," hear me out, because this isn't about just eating carrots. Carrots are rich in beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A, a key nutrient for retinal repair, night vision, and preventing dryness. Rule #1. Lightly cook for maximum release. Raw carrots are good, but cooking them slightly breaks down their cell walls, making beta-carotene easier for your body to absorb. You're not trying to turn them into mush, just tender enough to release the nutrients without destroying them. Rule #2. Always pair with healthy fat. This is the step most people skip. Without fat, fat-soluble vitamins like beta-carotene just pass through you. Harold paired his carrots with a teaspoon of olive oil, or sometimes a small handful of walnuts. Here's Harold's exact bedtime snack. 1/2 cup lightly steamed carrots drizzled with 1 teaspoon extra virgin olive oil, a pinch of sea salt for flavor. He ate this about 30 minutes before bed, never earlier. Now you might think, that's it? Cook carrots, add olive oil, eat before bed? Not quite. There's a rule #3, and without it, the whole plan can backfire. And here's a hint. If you're staring at a screen within 20 minutes of closing your eyes, you're probably canceling the very repair you're trying to trigger. Rule #3. Protect your night vision window. The repair process your retina goes through while you sleep depends on a hormone called melatonin. If you blast your eyes with artificial light, especially blue light from phones, tablets, or TV, Right after your bedtime snack, your melatonin production can drop by up to 50% for the night. So after your snack, do this. Dim the lights. Avoid screens. If you must look at a screen, use a blue light filter or wear amber glasses. Harold took this seriously. He even replaced the bulb in his bedside lamp with a warm, low-lumen light. The result? Not only did his eyes feel less strained in the morning, but he also found it easier to fall asleep, and stay asleep, through the night. The final tweak. Add a vitamin C partner. You don't need a lot, just a small vitamin C-rich fruit alongside your bedtime carrots. Harold used 2 or 3 slices of kiwi. You could also use a couple of orange wedges or a few strawberries. When Harold went back to his optometrist 6 months later, his doctor paused mid-exam. Your night vision chart score, it's actually improved. That's something he hadn't heard in decades. Now, will this turn back the clock 20 years? No. But can it slow the decline, protect the vision you have, and possibly sharpen it? Yes. Because think about it. Your eyes aren't just for reading or driving. They connect you to your family's faces, to the colors of your memories. So here's your action plan starting tonight. Lightly steam 1/2 cup of carrots. Add 1 teaspoon olive oil or a handful of walnuts. Pair with a small vitamin C fruit. Dim the lights and avoid screens until sleep. And when you start waking up with less eye strain, when the morning paper looks a little crisper, when the street lights stop blurring, you'll know your night crew finally got the tools they needed. I'm Dr. Fine, and this is Seniors Daily. If this video helped you, subscribe, turn on the bell, and share it with someone who still thinks vision decline is just age, because your second act should still be crystal clear.